Welcome back on TvCircle, and today we have an international guest, a great actor, Larry Joe Campbell. Thank you to be here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I am honored.
So, you are here to present your new book. You write a book, Remember That One Time. It is a debut novel. What does it talk about?
The book is about an aging out of work actor whose wife has recently separated from him. Um, the marriage has gone bad, it's gone sour, and she's left him on a trial separation. So the main character, Max Sheffield, um, he heads to the Midwest in America to be with his brother during the holidays because his family has have gone their separate ways. So he is now in a small town at Christmas time, and then his brother leaves. So leaving Max all alone to deal with the fallout of his marriage. Making matters worse is he has a freak accident where he takes a log to the throat trying to get wood in for a fire. That happened to one of my relatives in real life. So Max cannot speak. The only way to heal his throat is to rest it. So what he winds up doing is he'll go into this little town and he'll observe, he'll watch all the eccentric, funny, lonely, joyful, confused townspeople, and he starts to see his own culpability, his own responsibility in what might be the end of his marriage. So then he goes and works on trying to get his wife back.
What inspired you to write this book?
What inspired me to write it is the fact that I've been married 28 years now to my wife, Peggy. And when you've been married for so long, there are parts of the relationship you can start taking for granted. You can, what often happens in a marriage of that length is you stop talking. Um, you assume the other person knows you and can feel when you're upset or misunderstood, but they don't. And so when you stop talking, problems occur. And what inspired me to write it was this idea of what if uh, my resentment or anger festered, grew to a point that my wife in real life said, I can't do it anymore. That would leave me scrambling to try and win her back.
Larry, you had a great career in entertainment as an actor, as a comedian. I really love your character in According to Jim. It was handy. What was that experience like?
It was heaven. It was the best of times. Jim Belushi, Courtney Thorne Smith, Kimberly Williams Paisley, the kids. Um, they We had such a great time um, putting these characters on camera, and the writers they wrote very funny episodes, and it was the time of my life. And from what I see, it's still very popular in Italy, and internationally. And Jim and I, we still perform together. We still meet up. We still have dinners, and we talk about it all the time. How the show continues to live on after, wow, it's been 16, 17 years since it ended here in the States.
Yeah, and you have many others experience wedding crashers, soul pass. How did you approach film rules compared to television?
Oh, well, tell, I started out in theater. I started out on the stage, and that's where all my training was, either classically with Shakespeare and Moliere and the other great playwrights, and improvisation was all on stage at the Second City here in the United States. And then I went into television, and when I first got out here, I was in an episode of Friends, which was kind of my first role, and that was like a play, because most of the television filmed at that time was in front of an audience, so you could instantly hear the feedback of whether or not they liked a joke or they didn't, because you heard the laughter. And that seemed to be in the kind of in the middle of theater and film, because film, you obviously do not have an audience right there listening. You rely on the director, to see if something's working or not, or if you can make better choices, or different choices. So film is not nearly as interactive. And I've always enjoyed hearing the audience and being in relationship with the audience to when I perform.
What are your next projects?
Well, I have a role on a show called Animal Control, with Joel McHale, and that in the States is on Fox. I don't know. It's also on Hulu, the next day when it airs. So I'm not sure how it's presented in, say, Italy or other countries internationally. But I have a what we call a recurring role. I'm not a series regular like Andy was in every episode, but I appear in occasional episodes.
Okay, so thank you for being here. And I have to remember the title of the book. Remember that one time.
Yes,
Thank you.
remember that one. Thank you. Remember that one time is available at my with my publisher at Finishing Line Press, and also on Amazon. So thank you for having me and having this talk. I can't wait to go to Italy.
Oh, yeah. We wait you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Grazie.